I would die for my family. Now, men, how many times have you made that statement? The question is, will you live for your family? So I say that because I myself have said this for decades, right? In my 20s, 30s, 40s. Oh, I would die for my family. I'd die for my wife and my kids. And that was all true. However, what I didn't realize was I wasn't living for them. That is until December of 2017, at the age of 45, when I finally made the decision to actually do whatever I could to make sure I was living for my family. So that's all fine and dandy that you would die for your family, but let me ask you this. Are you willing to quit drinking for your family? Are you willing to stop eating all that sugar and processed garbage so that you could possibly be here for your family, right? Are you willing to exercise so that you can be here for your family? Are you willing to live for your family? That's a question you need to really ask yourself, right? That's a hard question that I had to ask myself. And it's almost 8 years ago now. I was sick. I was in a very bad way. I was obese. I had a laundry list of health issues, right? Type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea, brain fog, peripheral neuropathy. You name it. I was in a bad way. And I finally got scared after one of my many ER trips and sitting in another doctor's visits and more tests. I was like, you know what? I'm 45 years old at the time. I don't want to leave my wife a widow, right? I want to walk my daughter down the aisle someday. I want to get to know my grandchildren someday. All those things. And if I kept on the same trajectory that I was on, my wife was going to be a widow. I wouldn't get to walk my daughter down the aisle. I wouldn't meet my grandkids and get to know them. All those things because I was dying, right? Because I was an idiot for decades. I was eating like crap, processed foods, sugars. I was drinking alcohol. Alcohol's no good. Yes, I was exercising and training, maybe not ideally, right? I was more ego lifting at the time, right? I was 240 pounds. I was benching 405. I thought I was on top of the world, but I was unhealthy. I was sick and it was killing me, right? So I made the conscious decision to live for my family, or at least do everything I could to potentially live for my family and be here for them. Hey, again, you got to make the choice. You got to ask yourself the question and make the decision. I think we'd all die for our family. My question to you, will you live for them? Will you do what you need to do to make sure you're here for them? Leave me a comment, let me know. But thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it more than you know. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, hit the notify. Again, leave a comment and help me spread the word of better health. All right. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate you. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time.